All right, everyone, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the world of AI stocks.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a wild ride.
It's going to be exciting.
So we all know that Nvidia is kind of the
Wow.
800-pound gorilla in the room.
The king.
The king of the AI
Yeah.
hill. But the question is,
For sure.
can anyone dethrone them?
Right.
That's what we're here to find out.
I think what's interesting is that AI is just exploding, and it's not just limited to one company anymore.
Yeah.
There are some serious contenders emerging, and that means opportunity.
Absolutely. So we've got this report here that's highlighting 4 companies that could potentially outperform even Nvidia in this AI race.
Interesting.
And they've been chosen based on some pretty specific criteria.
All right.
We're looking at their financials, their innovation in the AI space, their growth potential, their market position.
Makes sense.
And of course, a balanced look at the risks and rewards.
Gotta have that risk assessment.
Absolutely. But before we get into all of that, just want to remind everyone that this deep dive is for informational purposes only.
Of course.
This is not financial advice.
Absolutely not.
Always do your own research before making any investment decisions.
Sure.
Think of this as your launch pad for deeper exploration.
Yeah. This is just a starting point.
All right, so
Okay.
drum roll, please.
Okay.
Coming in at number 4 on our list is Advanced Micro Devices,
Okay.
better known as AMD,
AMD, I've heard of them.
and they're going head-to-head with Nvidia.
They're making a lot of noise in the space.
They are.
So AMD is a semiconductor company, right?
Yeah.
They're right in there competing with Nvidia and Intel for that CPU and GPU
Market share.
But what's really got people talking is their push into AI.
Yes.
Especially in data centers.
In high-performance computing.
Exactly, high-performance computing.
And their financial performance lately has been...
Yeah, how are they doing?
Kind of off the charts.
Really?
They just hit a record annual revenue of $25.8 billion in 2024.
Wow.
That's a 14% jump from the previous year.
That's significant.
And hold on tight, because their Q4 revenue was a whopping $7.7 billion.
Wow.
Up 24% year over year.
That's impressive.
So
what's driving that growth? I mean, obviously AI is a big factor.
Yeah. I mean, their new MI300 series GPUs are a big reason for that revenue jump.
Makes sense.
The demand for these chips is through the roof.
Yeah, everybody wants a piece of the action.
So this is where AMD is putting your money.
And it's paying off.
And it's paying off big time.
So they're investing heavily in AI.
They are.
Both in the hardware and I imagine the software as well.
Yes. And their high PE ratio might make some investors nervous.
Right.
But their forward PE suggests that they're expecting some serious earnings growth.
Okay, so the future looks bright for them.
It does.
They're not just riding the wave.
They're not just riding the wave. They're investing in research and development.
Gotcha.
Pouring resources into it.
Smart move.
And it's not just about the hardware, right?
What else are they doing?
They're forming these strategic partnerships.
Oh, interesting.
Like they've got a collaboration with Dell and France's CEA to develop cutting-edge AI computing architecture.
So they're thinking long-term.
They are. They're playing the long game.
Okay.
And these moves show that they're really serious about challenging Nvidia's dominance.
Yeah, they're not messing around. Analysts
are predicting that their AI chip revenue could hit tens of billions of dollars annually in the coming years.
Wow, tens of billions.
It's insane.
That's a huge number.
It is.
So, but of course, no investment is without risk.
Right.
We have to acknowledge that the semiconductor industry is notoriously volatile. Competition from Nvidia and Intel is fierce.
It is.
And there are always those potential regulatory hurdles that could pop up.
Always lurking.
So AMD is making waves.
They are.
But can they really unseat Nvidia?
That's the question.
That's the big question.
Especially with Nvidia's CUDA software ecosystem.
Right.
Giving them such a strong advantage.
Yeah, that's a tough one to beat. But I mean, still a lot of analysts believe that AMD could become a serious alternative. Yeah. Especially as companies look for more cost-effective solutions.
Right.
And some analysts have set price targets for AMD at around $170 to $184.
Wow.
Which is a potential upside of 30 to 40% from current levels.
So definitely a company to keep an eye on.
Yeah, one to watch.
For sure.
For sure. All right, so moving on to number 3.
Yes.
And this is a name I think everybody knows.
Everybody knows this name.
Alphabet.
Alphabet.
The parent company of Google.
The parent company of Google.
Yeah, they might seem like
a quiet giant.
A quiet giant. But their AI moves are
anything but subtle.
Anything but subtle.
Let me tell you.
So Alphabet is a behemoth, right? They dominate search, advertising.
Mm-hmm.
They're a major player in cloud services with Google Cloud.
Yes.
But what really sets them apart is their leadership in AI research and development.
Yeah, they've been quietly building this AI empire.
They've been at it for years.
30 years.
And now it's starting to pay off.
And now it's starting to show.
Big time.
So they've got these incredibly advanced AI models like Gemini 2.0 and Gemini 2.0 Flash.
I've heard of those.
Which are integrated into all of their products
Yeah.
and cloud services.
Makes sense.
And they're constantly innovating.
Yeah.
Remember AlphaFold scented weather next?
They're just cranking them out.
It's like
it's impressive.
They're playing a different game entirely.
Yeah.
And their financials are...
What do their numbers look like?
Rock solid.
Okay.
I mean, they're a cash-generating machine.
Nice.
With consistent revenue growth and strong profitability.
So they're doing well.
They are.
Financially healthy.
They've got over $95 billion in cash reserves and a very low debt-to-equity ratio.
That's a good sign.
It is.
Very good sign.
And Google Cloud's operating margin is also increasing.
Oh, wow.
Reaching 14% in 2024.
So they're firing on all cylinders.
They're a well-oiled, profitable machine.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to invest.
Well, that's a good sign.
It is.
If they're willing to put money back into the business.
Alphabet plans to spend a massive $75 billion in capital expenditures in 2025.
Wow.
And a huge chunk of that is going towards AI infrastructure and features.
So they're putting their money where their mouth is?
They are. This is where they're putting their money.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes.
Absolutely.
But of course, even giants face challenges.
Of course.
Market volatility is always a factor.
Always.
Competition from companies like DeepSeek, OpenAI, AWS, and Azure.
Lots of competition in that space.
Yeah, it's heating up.
It is.
And let's not forget the increasing regulatory scrutiny surrounding big tech.
Right.
That's always a factor.
Always a concern. But despite those risks, analysts are still optimistic about Alphabet's future.
They are.
With an average one-year price target around $220.
And so
they're a company with a proven track record.
Yes.
A mountain of cash.
Yes.
And a vision for AI that could change everything.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Alphabet, definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're a major player.
In the AI race.
Sure.
But we're just getting started.
Oh, really?
Coming up next.
Okay.
We got another heavy hitter.
All right.
Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft.
Stick around.
Okay.
I'm here because this is where things get really interesting.
I can't wait.
I'm excited to dig into this one.
Me too.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Sounds good. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's amazing to see how these companies are approaching AI from such different angles.
Yeah.
You know, we saw AMD's focus on hardware, Alphabet's, broad AI ecosystem.
Right.
And now we're turning our attention to Microsoft.
Microsoft, who everybody knows.
They're practically a household name at this point.
Right.
But what I find really fascinating is how they're kind of weaving AI into everything they do.
Right.
It's not just building standalone AI products.
Yeah.
They're integrating it into their existing powerhouse offerings like Azure.
Their cloud platform.
Their cloud platform.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
They're doing it in a way that I think makes AI more accessible to businesses of all sizes.
Right.
You know, the Azure OpenAI service and the wildly popular Copilot suite are prime examples.
You're right. It's like they're taking the mystery out of AI and making it work for everyone.
Exactly. And their customer base is massive.
Massive.
I mean, you've got everyone from, Vodafone to Walmart to Mercedes-Benz.
Yes.
Using their AI solutions.
That kind of global reach is a sign of a true leader.
For sure. And speaking of leadership, let's talk numbers. Let's talk money.
Microsoft's financial performance is incredibly strong.
It is.
They've consistently grown their revenue, averaging, over 14% annual growth from 2020 to 2024.
Strong numbers.
They're sitting on nearly $100 billion in cash reserves, and their debt is incredibly low.
Yeah, their profit margins are.
What are they looking like?
Through the roof.
Really?
Especially for Microsoft Cloud, which is hovering around 70%.
You don't see those numbers every day.
No, you don't.
Now, if we compare their stock performance to Nvidia, Microsoft has shown, steady, reliable growth. Yeah. Nvidia might be, the hot stock.
The hot stock
right now because of this whole AI craze.
Right.
But Microsoft is considered a much safer bet.
Yeah, a blue chip company.
Exactly, a blue chip.
And they're not resting on their laurels.
No.
They've announced a massive $80 billion investment plan.
That's huge.
For AI-enabled data centers in 2025.
So they're going all in?
They're going all in.
On AI.
On AI. They're developing these cutting-edge
What are some of the
technologies
they're working on?
I mean, things like AI agents.
Oh, wow.
Personalized co-pilots.
Interesting.
Sustainable AI.
Okay.
And even using AI to drive scientific breakthroughs.
So they're really trying to push the boundaries.
Yeah, their vision for the future.
It's ambitious.
It's ambitious, to say the least.
And the market is taking notice.
Oh, yeah.
Their Azure growth is being significantly driven by AI.
Yeah.
In Q2 of 2025.
13 percentage points of their 31% growth.
Wow.
Were directly attributed to AI.
That's significant.
So their investments are paying off.
It's clear.
They're seeing a surge in commercial bookings, specifically because of their Azure AI commitments.
So there's demand.
There is.
For sure.
But of course, we need to acknowledge the risks.
Right.
Market volatility is always a factor.
Always a concern.
Competition is fierce.
It is.
They're up against companies like AWS, Google Cloud, and others in the AI space.
It's a crowded market.
It is.
For sure.
And just like any other tech giant,
yeah,
they're facing increasing regulatory scrutiny.
Right. Always a concern.
The landscape is constantly evolving, and navigating those challenges is going to be crucial.
Absolutely.
For continued success.
But let's not forget about their commitment to returning value to shareholders.
Yeah. Microsoft is a dividend-paying company.
They are.
And they've consistently increased their quarterly dividends.
Good for the investors.
Their current annual yield is around 0.75%.
Okay.
And they recently paid out a quarterly dividend of $1.75 per share.
Nice.
They're also buying back their own stock.
Oh, wow.
In Q2 of 2025 alone, they returned $8.4 billion to shareholders.
Wow.
Through buybacks and dividends.
That's a sign of a company.
That's a sign of a company.
That's confident.
That's confident in their future.
Yeah, they believe in themselves.
You do.
Analysts are bullish on Microsoft, with price targets suggesting a potential upside of 15 to 20% from current levels.
Okay.
When you combine that with their, long-term growth prospects, the potential return on investment becomes even more attractive.
So to sum it up, Microsoft is a powerhouse
for sure,
with a solid foundation, a clear commitment to AI,
absolutely,
and a history of delivering returns to investors.
Yeah, you can't argue with that track record.
They're definitely a major player in the AI race.
Yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with.
And now we come to the company that topped our list.
Okay, let's hear it.
Tesla.
Tesla.
This one's really interesting because...
Why is that?
They're not a pure AI company like some of the others we've discussed.
They're known for electric vehicles.
Electric vehicles and clean energy.
Energy.
But they're also making huge strides in AI.
Okay.
Particularly in autonomous driving and robotics.
Yeah, that's where they're really pushing the envelope.
Well, so what sets Tesla apart is how seamlessly they've integrated AI into their core products.
Right.
They're using it to revolutionize transportation and our interaction with machines.
Yeah, they're full self-driving technology.
Yeah, FSD.
Or FSD.
And their Optimus robots are prime examples.
Yeah, those are real products.
These aren't just concepts.
Right.
They're real products that are already out there in the world.
Yeah, exactly. So we've covered a lot of ground today. Before we dive into the final rankings and investment recommendations, let's take a step back. What are your initial thoughts on these companies? What excites you and what concerns you?
I mean, honestly, it's just mind-blowing to see how these companies are shaping the future with AI, each in their own unique way. But let's get down to business. Where do they stand in the race to become the next AI giant?
Okay, so based on our analysis, the final rankings from number 4 to number 1 are AMD, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Tesla.
All right, so let's break that down. AMD comes in 4th. They're a strong player, no doubt. But they're still trailing behind Nvidia in the AI hardware market. Alphabet takes the 3rd spot. They've got the research, the resources, and a vision for AI that's incredibly broad. Microsoft secures a solid 2nd place. They're leveraging your dominance in cloud computing and enterprise software to become a major AI force. And finally, Tesla claims the top spot. They're the wild card. the high-risk, high-reward bet with the potential to completely disrupt industries.
Now let's talk strategy. How can you turn these rankings into actionable investment decisions? It all comes down to your risk profile. For conservative investors looking for stability and consistent returns, Microsoft is the clear choice. They're a blue-chip company with a long history of success and a commitment to responsible AI development.
If you're a moderate growth investor, Alphabet offers a great balance of growth and stability. They're a leader in AI research and innovation, and their diverse revenue streams provide a buffer against market volatility. You're not betting on just one thing with Alphabet. You're investing in a whole ecosystem of AI-driven businesses.
For those with a higher risk tolerance and an appetite for more aggressive growth, AMD is worth a serious look. They're directly challenging Nvidia in the AI hardware market. And if they can capture more market share, the potential returns could be massive.
And for those who really like to live on the edge, Tesla is the ultimate high-stakes gamble. Their vision is bold, their technology is groundbreaking, and if they succeed, the payoff could be astronomical. But the risks are just as significant, so it's not for the faint of heart.
Remember, this is just a starting point. Do your own research, consider your investment goals and risk tolerance, and make informed decisions that align with your financial strategy.
Absolutely. The goal here is to equip you with the knowledge and insights you need to navigate this exciting and ever-evolving world of AI investing.
So what has resonated with you most from our discussion? Which companies have piqued your interest, and what aspects of their AI strategies are you most intrigued by? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI stocks, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more insightful explorations of cutting-edge topics. We're always on the lookout for the next big thing, and we can't wait to share our discoveries with you.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the future of AI. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep investing in your knowledge.